Genius billionaire playboy philanthropist Lego set. What's going on, guys? I'm Josh, this is Josh Build Stuff, and today we are looking at the brand new Lego Iron Man bust set. This set was just released in June 2020, at least I think it was. I don't see it available on lego.com. I was able to find this at my local Target, so I can't guarantee that you'll have the same results. This set contains 480 pieces and costs $59.99. This is the fourth bust in this scale that Lego has made recently. The previous three were all Star Wars busts. I have reviews of those busts as well on my channel, so also check those out. Like those other sets, this set is also recommended for ages 18 plus. However, I think that's more Lego's target audience than who would be capable of building this set. It's nothing too complicated. That does, however, get us this cool, sleek, modern-looking box, as well as these nice-looking instructions, which I think Lego would do for an older audience. So let's take a closer look at this set, and I will share with you a few of my personal opinions. So as we take a closer look at this set, I think it looks really good from a few certain very specific select angles. From a lot of other angles, however, I don't think it looks as good. This is one of those angles, and as you can see, the cheek width is about the same as the head width, and I think that adds to the fact that this looks a little odd from certain perspectives. Personally, I was curious as to which Iron Man helmet this was supposed to be exactly. I assumed from the pictures and the box art and the general look of this helmet that this is meant to be Iron Man's Mark III helmet, which is the first that Tony Stark designs with the red and gold coloration. However, the instructions say that the designers actually took inspiration from several different Iron Man helmets, and they specifically mention the Mark III, the Mark VII, and even the Mark 85, which is one of Tony's last suits. However, I think this really only resembles that Mark III. If you look at how this helmet compares to that one, I don't see much of other helmets in this set. Mainly these deep cheek areas, there's a little divot in the head, and of course the shape of his frown, all make me think that this is really just based on the Mark III. However, obviously at this scale it is really difficult to see a lot of specific details, and so I'll take Lego's word for it on this one. Speaking of missing some specific details, I think that's where this helmet falls a little short. Obviously, when we're just looking at a helmet, we don't really expect a lot to be going on. There's not going to be a lot of different shapes and whatnot, but some of the angles on this are just a little weird, like what's going on back here and the sharp straight edge here that ends in a right angle. There's a little more gold on the neck area or the back of the head. The ears look pretty cool, but really it's just kind of this 3/4 front angle that I think looks the best. If you look at this from a lot of different angles, I'm not super crazy about the way it looks. The build itself was relatively straightforward, took just about an hour total to do, I would say. Everything is brick pieces except for the eyes, which are stickers, but those are the only stickers in this set. This came together relatively simply. It's like the previous helmets where you build an internal structure and then stick some pieces to the outside. But really it was, I would say, even simpler than the Star Wars helmets that just came out. Speaking of those Star Wars helmets, I was curious how this stacked up against those. And as you can see, it is pretty comparable. The bases are almost the exact same construction. The plates in the front follow the same design. Really, Iron Man is a couple of bricks taller than either of the two helmets that I'm comparing right here, but I think he's missing some of the detail. And by the detail, I guess I just mean the curvature. The Stormtrooper and even Boba Fett here are really good examples of the really smooth look that they achieved. And I think that's missing just a little bit on the Iron Man helmet. All of these helmets were the same price. They all cost $60, and so I think they were a comparable number of pieces. I just personally like the way that the Star Wars helmets turned out a little more than this Iron Man helmet. So my final thoughts on this set: I like it, I don't love it. However, I do like that LEGO is trying new things. I like that they're making sets that are more designed to be displayed than played with. I like that LEGO is making sets that appeal to an older audience like myself, who still happen to like superheroes and spaceships and race cars. And so in that line of thinking, I hope that LEGO continues to make more busts, and even continues to make more Avengers or Marvel themed busts. So that gets me wondering who you would like to see built in this same scale. Personally, I think a lot of Marvel or Avengers characters would work really well. I'm thinking Spider-Man, Ant-Man, Black Panther, even Ultron. Let me know what you think in the comments below. As always, I do hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, thanks for liking and subscribing. If you want more videos just like this one, I'll leave some links to those right here. Again, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.